It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Dog. Thanks for hanging out with me today. On the program today, my friends, I am going to one of the iconic soul tunes in all of American popular music. The artist is Sam Cooke, and the song is A Change Is Gonna Come. This is a song that has immense and continuing legacy in American popular music. Just a couple years ago, in 2021, it was ranked number 3 by Rolling Stone in their 500 Greatest Songs of All Time publication. Several years ago, in 2007, it was officially preserved in the Library of Congress as part of the National Recording Registry, which means that the song is culturally and historically important. But what I did not really fully realize today until reading in about this song is that not only is this song a B-side from Sam Cooke's last album, Ain't That Good News, the A-side was called a song called Shake. So not only was it a B-side, but it was also released posthumously after Sam was shot and killed at the age of 33. The album was released in February of that year, of 1964, but the single was released later in the year on December 22nd, just 11 days after his death in Los Angeles, California. So Sam is one of the legendary soul singers in the history of American popular music. He started his solo career in 1957, and in his short 8-year career. He only had 8 years active as a solo artist, y'all. But in that 8 years, he had 29 different top 40 singles, including You Send Me, The Chain Gang, Twisting the Night Away, Bring It On Home to Me, Wonderful World. I'm forgetting others, but a lot of great tunes. And this is one of the best. So I am eager to get to this one. Sam is the composer, the songwriter. He's also on the lead vocals. Renee Hall is on the guitar, and he did the orchestral arrangements for this, and he also conducts the 25-piece orchestral ensemble that appears with all of the folks here on the recording, and they also had 5 backing vocalists for this as well. Really, a big time investment for a pop song. A really great. It was recorded on January 30th of 1964, 59 years and 3 days ago, and it's still, I think, ever present in the zeitgeist of American culture. And I am eager to listen to it anew here with all of you. So here is A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. Here we go. Starts with the strings. It's a little bit of modal mixture with the minor mode, but it sets up on 5. B flat from him right off the bat. And I've got the lyric video here, which is going to add some poignance to this.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yes, it will. Beautiful horn.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die.
So 1 goes up to 2.
'Cause I don't know what's up there
6.
beyond the sky. It's been a long time
2,
coming, but I know
4, then 5 to 6. So 6 resolves to the relative minor. Then it moves to major, right back. A hopeful move. From the brass.
And I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around.
They're not welcome in their own cities and towns, you know? What does that do to a person's mind?
change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
I love the solo horn in there too.
To my brother,
Some tremolo on the strings.
and I say,
Lovely
brother,
arrangement.
help me please. But he winds
Solo horn adds a
up
bit of melancholy to it, like a
knocking
social
me
commentary, like we're with you, we agree with you. There's 5 of 5.
my knees. Lord, there've been times that I thought I could last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come.
Absolutely iconic tenor voice. Hard to believe that was a B-side, y'all. I mean, yeah, just absolutely iconic. And it reminds me of, like, back in the day, the length, the duration of the songs were really, governed by, the medium, by how much a song could fit on a single or on an LP, And so I just wish it was longer. Sam first performed this live about a week after it was recorded on February 7th, 1964, on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. But his appearance and the song's public debut were overshadowed by the Beatles performing on Ed Sullivan like the same weekend, like 2 days later. And one thing that struck me as I read in today was that Sam was a very popular musician, which, it's not lost on me, included a pretty sizable fan base of white people in America. And in 1963, this pivotal year, he was encouraged to write more provocatively about his personal experiences by two big events. He had heard Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind that year, and he was impressed and, quite frankly, surprised that a song could be so moving and poignant on the topic of racism in America when it wasn't written by somebody who was black. And he thought, there's movement here, and I can move this forward. I can move the conversation forward. He was also influenced by the message of Martin Luther King Jr. At the March on Washington that particular year, 1963. And in October of that year, October 1963, he had an incident with a hotel in Shreveport, Louisiana, where his party had called ahead to get reservations, and when they showed up, they were denied service because of their skin color. And he was even charged by the local police for disturbing the peace, because as they left, they were yelling. They were quite upset, and they were honking their horns. So they made some sounds in protest as they left, and they got arrested for that, and when they should have been asleep in their beds. And so that was in October, and then by the end of the year, by Christmas time, he had written this song, and then it's recorded in January, the very next month, and then a week later he performs it live on national television, and then by the end of the year he's not with us anymore. Sadly, he was shot and killed that following December, and that he was shot by the manager of a hotel in Los Angeles, cutting his life and his career woefully short. There's a long story about and a lot of information about this event, about when he got shot. The shooting was ruled a justifiable homicide, but the facts and circumstances around this are disputed to this day. At its core, as I hear it, it's another story of a black person being struck down in their prime by guns in America, something that seems to be a uniquely American disease. So it's just sad. I mean, he could still be with us as an older gentleman. I mean, think of all of the songs in the late 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s that we could have heard Sam Cooke sing if this sad thing hadn't happened in the prime of his life at the age of 33. It's just a sad thing, but we have a wonderful catalog of his music that remains a vital part of American culture and American life. And so, as we continue to celebrate Black History Month here on the channel, today we remember and celebrate Sam Cooke, the king of soul. His music continues to thrill us, inspire us, and make us think, the mark of a true artist. And I am made better by listening to his music today, and I hope that you are as well. I appreciate you joining me today. Thanks, y'all. We will see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.